my point of view is that users really deserve privacy, even if they don't know how to change privacy settings, right? Even if they don't know what the meanings of the different privacy settings are. And so I think that the browser makers have a responsibility to be protecting everyone's privacy out of the box. It should be all the privacy protections that they possibly can enable should be enabled by default. So that's why I'm testing it that way. And it's so that's sort of the first reason. The second reason is if we want to make an apples to apples comparison of different browsers, requiring the settings to be on default really helps to make it objective. If I started having to decide, well, I'm going to turn this setting on in this browser versus this one in this browser, it's actually it's an endless there's a huge number of possibilities that I could that I could try. And I'm not necessarily opposed to investigating some of those in the future, but I think at least for now, the thing that's really important is to get the default settings really figured out. And that way I want to be putting some, friendly pressure on browser makers that you really need to turn on things by default. And if you're not, then we're going to make that known to the public. That's really important. I feel like it's been a big gap in the public's knowledge, and a gap in what browsers are taking care of. Like traditionally, browser makers have been really great about fixing security bugs. They work really fast at fixing them. They give people big rewards for finding them, right? But if you compare that to privacy, like there's no rewards for pointing out that cookies can track people across sites. Everybody already knows it, and it's just left like that. Like that's apparently, not high on their priority list. So for some browsers. So that's my sense is that this is the thing that I want to focus on only.